New York playing at Yankee Stadium, and dare I even ask who your favorite team might be in baseball?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm from Baltimore, so the Orioles my favorite team. And yes, I played baseball myself, so the Yankees, historic team. I'm excited. The team excited. It's a really great opportunity that we have, especially versus our opponent, Nebraska. So we're ready to go to New York, have a good time and then lock in for our game.
Excellent. And do you play on the team, or did you play before you got to college?
No, I played my last year of high school was sophomore year. I mean, my last year of baseball was sophomore year of high school.
Okay. Okay. What'd you play? What position?
I played center field. I played at Calvert Hall High School.
That
Calvert
makes sense. You probably got good speed.
Yes.
All right. Well, we could take a question from an actual reporter, Richard Thompson. Please unmute.
Thank you. KP, just talk about how the preparations are going, and are you using some of the time to bring the young kids along and school
Yes.
them?
Yes, that's a great question. Actually, we've been talking about, I'm a sophomore, so I feel like last year the time I developed the most was truly in bowl prep, and that's what we've been preaching. The leader's been preaching to the youngest, like this is a great time to just play your game and get better at your technique and do just improve drastically because from previous experience, even for myself, I've did the same. So and many other people on the team. So that's what we've been doing. We've been getting a lot of reps, practicing, building chemistry, all those types of things.
Hey, just a quick follow. Has Coach kept you out in the cold instead of the warmth of the Fish Field House to acclimated?
I mean, it's cold regardless in the field house, but we good. We gonna be good.
Excellent. We'll take the next question from Dan Rubin from BCEagles.com. Dan, you there? There we go.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, just was kind of looking at Nebraska, just what has kind of stuck out just about them in terms of the early preparation, as you've kind of been getting ready, not only bringing the young guys along, but then on the back end, just getting ready for the Huskers.
Because it's gonna be a physical game. We know that for sure. So we're gonna come with our big boy pants, and they're gonna come with their big boy pants, and that's what we're gonna be prepared for the most. The physicality of the game, and then everything to take care of itself. We have to set the tone, set the standard. How the game gonna go, and that's what we plan to do.
Thank you. We'll take the next one from Robin Washut from Husker Online.
Hey, KP, just wanted to follow up on Nebraska, particularly their passing game. What have you noticed on film from their quarterback Dylan Raiola and then their wide receivers and the challenges they might present?
Because they have a bigger wide receiver group as far as size. So we gotta be prepared for that. Dylan Raiola, he's a great young quarterback. I respect him a lot. And we're gonna have to bring him challenges to when it comes for him to pass the ball and keeping him in the pocket and all things like that. But those are main things, that we want to emphasize and that we see from Dylan Raiola in Nebraska as far as the pass game.
Excellent. We'll take the next one from Caitlin Urka from ESPN. Hey, Caitlin.
Hi. Thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it. First of all, I have to ask, you had success in the Fenway Bowl last year. So is there something about baseball stadiums that it brings out the best in you
Yes,
guys?
man. Yes, man. We love the baseball fields, I guess. So it's our second one, and we plan to do great on this second baseball field, which is Yankee Stadium. We can't wait to be there and wait to play. It's exciting.
Now, do you guys have like fight over who gets what kind of lockers, or is there any of that kind
Yeah,
of stuff, or is it you're just happy to be in there?
yeah. We just happy being there. Whatever locker we're gonna be in, hopefully it's a good one, but it's just a great experience in general. So we all gonna be good.
We can take the next one. I believe that's from Sam McEwen from the Omaha World Herald.
Hey there. So halfway through this season, you guys kind of had a quarterback change, and I know that's not always easy, and I know you play defense, but I was curious just how the team responded to kind of having this sort of standard starter that he gets hurt, and then another guy comes in and plays really, really well. What's that journey been like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, of course, it's not the normal thing to happen. So, of course, the news is going to be shocking and all those type of things. But as far as us as a team, we just, we stay motivated. It's the team before, an individual player. So we stayed the course, stay motivated. No matter who's our quarterback, we can get the job done regardless. And we have tremendous belief in Grayson.
Thank you. We'll take the next one. And again, if anyone has any more questions, please use the raise hand function. The next one will go to Trevor Haas from Boston College.
How's it going?
How you doing? Great.
So last year, obviously, the Fenway Bowl was pretty bad weather. I mean, this year it doesn't look quite as bad. But do you guys like those games as BC players? Do you like tough environments where it's kind of nasty weather?
Yeah, honestly, that's a thing we talk about a lot. Like just being on those grass fields, the weather raining, it's muddy. I talked earlier about a physical football game. That's an advantage and that's a plus to a physical football game. That those grass fields, it's muddy, it's rainy. That's something we like to play in. But regardless of the weather, we approach the game the same way.
Thank you. We'll take a follow-up from Dan Rubin from bceagles.com.
Maybe this is the first year under Coach O'Brien. In terms of the whole season, I know there's been, like the question was asked, just a whole lot of change. But how has this season kind of laid down the new culture under Bill? And specifically, how have you felt that you've been able to play a role in that?
Yeah, I mean, the team has responded great to Coach O'Brien. Him being here is a great thing for us. We've responded. We all just bought into what he's preaching, what he's saying. We all want to win. We all, want the culture around here to change. Well, keep the culture the same, but, just us winning more. And that's what Coach O'Brien has brought. The mentality he's brought is a winning mentality, a physical toughness mentality that we all bought into and we're all going to follow.
And we'll take the next one from Caitlin Urka, back from ESPN.
What do you think has been the biggest improvement from the defense throughout this season? Where have you guys seen the greatest amount of growth, both but as a group and for yourself personally?
Yeah, I'll start with the group. As a group, I feel like we've improved just, chemistry wise, and knowing our jobs and doing our jobs, like little things like being gap sound. It helps a lot, for a team and for our defense. And that's where we've seen growth and improvement on. And then for myself, I feel like me just being a leader on the field, me being vocal, helping, like we talked about earlier, younger guys, picking them up, just being a vocal leader on the field. And that spurs within the defense.
Caitlin, I like those background Emmys you have going there. That's subtle. I like that. You got them, flaunt them. Anyone else for KP? Okay. KP, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for your time. Thanks.